Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be creating this beautiful yellow gold halo eye. So for the eyes today, we're going to be using the Colourpop Honey palette, and I'm using this bright yellow and just spreading that all over the eye to act as a base for the rest of our look. And then I am going to be dipping into some browns today just to add some definition. So I'm using the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette and just dipped into this light brown. And I'm going to start defining my crease with it, just using windshield wiper motions and making sure that we are blending out the edge. So now I'm going to be dipping into this mustardy yellow shade, which is a little bit darker than the first one we applied. So this is going to help blend the two together. So now using the darker brown from the palette, I'm going to do the same exact thing I did with the first brown, but I'm going to go a little bit lower. That way that first brown does not disappear. And I'm using a smaller brush so I can avoid covering up that first brown. So I'm going to focus it in my crease and then also in my outer corner and inner corner, since this is a halo eye. And now going back in with that mustard yellow from the Colourpop palette, and going to do the same thing I did before and just kind of use that in between the dark brown and the yellow shades to really blend it out. And now I'm going to go back into that dark brown and really focus it on the inner and outer corners. And then I did dip into a little bit of a black shadow just to add a little bit more definition. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with the Louise base. This is in the shade 0. And I'm only doing it in the center and then just bringing it down. Alright, now I'm using the shimmery bright yellow from the Colourpop palette and just pressing that on just in the center. And then I'm going to use the same shades that I used in the crease to blend out the edges so that we have a nice gradient. And then if you need to go back and define that halo, just do so. You're not going to ruin the eye look. It actually helps a lot to make sure that it's nice and defined. Alright, and this is what really made the look pop. So I'm using the Colourpop Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Gel. Oh my god, that name is so cute. And this is in the shade Glam. So this is a gel and it has those really thick pieces of glitter so they really stand out. I don't think you can tell in the camera, but it looks so beautiful in person. So I just went ahead and pressed that on in the center of my eye. And I did not have to go back and blend anything. The glitter blended really well with the other shadows. For lashes, I'm using my all-time faves, which are the Lilly lashes in the style Miami. I am priming my skin today with the Fenty Soft Silk Primer. And then for foundation today, I'm going to be trying out this LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. And I'm going to blend that out with my Juno & Co. microfiber sponge. And this foundation has so much coverage, you guys. It was $10 at Target, and I'm surprised by how much coverage this has and how beautiful the finish is. But as I blend it out, you guys are going to notice how much it oxidizes. Oh my god, like I was so shocked how much darker and how yellow it started to look compared to my neck. And this was, I think, the second to lightest shade, so I'm pretty upset about that because I really love the foundation, but unfortunately I do have to mix it in with a lighter foundation to make it work. But if you are able to find your perfect shade, like, I highly recommend it. So anyways, don't worry guys, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna go ahead and add some concealer to the center of my face, and I'm gonna add a little bit extra just to kind of counteract that yellow tone that the foundation is giving me. I'm using the shade Swan from the Born This Way concealer, And I'm gonna blend that out using the same sponge. This sponge is really good, but I did notice that I needed less product with it because it doesn't absorb much product at all, which is amazing. Alright, so that helped a lot. Let's go ahead and cream contour now. And now I'm using the shade Honey in the same concealer. And I am just going to speed through this part because I feel like you guys see this all the time. So move on to the next part, which is our setting powder. Today I'm setting with my Airspun translucent powder. I have yet to find a powder that I love more than this one. And because of the price, I just stick to it. I'm gonna go ahead and press that powder into my skin. I feel like this makes my makeup last a lot longer throughout the day, and also stay matte throughout the day. I'm just gonna clean up under that contour with the same powder, just so our cheeks look a little bit more defined. And then I'm gonna finish up the eyes using the same shades that we used in the crease to smoke out that lower lash line. Moving on to bronzer, I am bringing back oldie but a goodie, which is the number 7 bronzer, and I use the shade Caramel. And I'm just going to place that over top of my cream contour using circular motions and pulling upwards. For blush, I'm using MAC's Gingerly blush and just pressing that onto the apples of my cheeks and then blending it into that bronzer. For highlight, I'm using MAC's Whisper of Gilt. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pop some yellow in my waterline. I'm using the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in yellow. And then for lip liner today, I'm using Morphe's Love Bite. And for lipstick, I'm using my KKW 1.5 Nude. And to finish off the lip, I'm going to go ahead and add on some of this Morphe Clear Gloss. And finally, I'm going to quickly add some hair strokes with my e.l.f. brow pencil just to give a fuller brow effect. And that's pretty much it for today's look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought down below, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.